Hello, friends. Welcome to Squared Plans, where creative planning and organization comes to life. I'm Stephanie, and today we're going to be setting up my planner with my 2025 quarterly goals pages. This is the second video of my annual goal setting series that puts the fun back into functional planning, so come plan with me. And I've got a basic sheet of dot grid paper, along with my friction pen here, this Tombow dual tip brush pen, this label paper pack and glue, label circle stickers, along with some washi tape dots, this set of stamps with some stamping ink, full of washi tape, this set of craft label paper, some die cut stickers from Journal Say, this quote sticker pack, and these Happy Planner sticker books, which I'll pull from. So if you haven't seen my previous video where I am setting up my annual pages as part of my goal setting series for 2025, I am doing a black and white sort of coffee theme for the year. So all of my goals pages will be set up in the same theme. That said, I am basically mimicking the decor that I had started on those two previous pages by adding in some of the craft label paper into the upper corner and the lower corner. I'm also going to pull in some of these large circle stickers from this label roll I got from Michael's ages ago. It was on clearance even. I think it was from the wedding section, and I got the whole roll for less than $1. But I'm going to be using those to put my 3 major goals for the quarter. And then I'm going to use these washi dots to label my time-based segments for each goal. This roll I got from Amazon with a set of maybe 6 other rolls or 5 other rolls in different colors, and I'm still using it. I've had that for at least 2 to 3 years now, so a really good value. And I'm going to be using this label paper pad to add a little bit of interest through these paper labels. I did use those on the annual pages as well. I'm going to use a slightly different shape here. And then I'm going to match it up with a black colorful box from the OG Happy Planner sticker book. I'm also going to put in a coffee cup. It's a reference to the theme overall, since it's very coffee based. You'll see a lot of references to typewriter style fonts, and coffee just gives me that get to work kind of vibe. So I thought that would be fun for my goals pages this year. I'm adding in some typewriter letters now from the original travel sticker book from the Happy Planner. Some older books here that I went into my stash and found these items, but the classics are the best, I feel like. I kind of miss the original Happy Planner vibe with what they were putting out. There's still some good books nowadays, but I feel like, I don't know, just everyone was a hit back in the day. Anyway, I've found that typewriter vibe there in that travel sticker book, which is kind of a random place. Really good for labeling things since there's so many variations of the letters. I'm also putting in some die cut coffee stain stickers now. This set I recently picked up in my Journal Say haul, I want to say in early fall. I just love coffee. I love the coffee vibe in my planner anywhere. So I got 2 sets of these same stickers. I don't think I needed both sets, but I ended up using pretty much a full set on all of the pages I've created for my annual and quarterly goals. And now that I've gotten those in, I'm going to do a little bit of trimming off of the edges. clean up those craft paper corners. Also add a few of these quotes from the Small Talk sticker pack. And a little bit of this washi too, all of which have a typewriter font vibe, which I think really helps emphasize that throughout the pages. And just resetting the type there on that label is a little bit crooked. And now I'm going to pencil in the Q1 text. Again, trying to go for a typewriter vibe. I'm going to go like a very light version of the typewriter vibe since I'm hand drawing it in and I'm not very good at mimicking it in a bold way. I think you get it when you see it with the typewriter vibe that it's matching up, but I don't know. Anyway, that's what I was going for since I couldn't find anywhere where I could get a Q 4 times for each of the 4 quarters. None of the sets have 4 Qs, so unless I wanted to have it really, really tiny, I was like, oh, I'll just have to hand write it in. So I punched out the holes where there was overlapping label paper, since it's a thicker paper and easier to punch through. But the die cut stickers where those overlap, they're just a little too thin for my punch to handle, so I'm just going to hand cut those out with my slice precision cutter and my little cutting mat. And here you can see I've already set up the other 3 pages for all of the quarters, and I'm just using my sticker spatula to set things down. I don't know if it was just the humidity or lack thereof in my office, but nothing wanted to stick for some reason. So I was going back through and making sure that everything was adhered well with my sticker spatula. And I remembered that I didn't add in a little bit of the washi tape into those other pages that I created. So I'm just going to do that now. Find a home for it on each page. I do like all of the elements that I have on one page of the theme to be repeated throughout the additional pages. Whenever I set up a theme like this on multiple pages, I'm always thinking about that, and I want to keep all those same elements together to enhance the cohesion of the theme. So I think we're ready to actually put in the quarterly goals for my first quarter of the year. I'm going to pull out my vision board, which I made in the previous setup video for my annual goals, and use that as a guide to pull these quarterly goals from. So the first goal that I want to tackle for quarter 1 is going to be a health goal, but I'm going to tie it together and call it a health and fitness goal. It is to improve my body composition. I usually take my goals and will break them down into monthly, weekly, and daily tasks that I can do in order to achieve that overarching goal. So I have those 3 dots there next to the goal broken down by M for month, W for week, and D for daily. So my monthly tasks that I want to do for the goal is to start and maintain a heavy lifting strength training plan. This is something I tried to start up in 2024, but haven't really been able to commit to a heavy lifting plan. Next, for the weeklies, I need to increase my weight weekly in that plan, decrease my sugar intake, kind of go for an 80-20 style of eating, and then add more protein. So those goals I'm actually still pulling from my vision board, kind of incorporating those in. And then for daily, I have to reach 10,000 steps and get 45 minutes or more of physical activity. Again, going off of what I have on my vision board, I'm definitely pulling in some other items as time-based segments. And then I've dropped in a due date of March 31st. At the end of the quarter, I would like to see some improvement to my body composition. So the next goal I want to tackle is a work goal. So I'm just going to write that in. And for quarter 1, I'm just going to kind of keep it mellow. I plan to maintain a structured, time-based work schedule. Just want to get that back on track. I really got away from it at the end of the year. In the beginning of 2024, I was really on it, and it just like slowly eroded. So I'm hoping to revive that again at the beginning of 2025. So for the monthly tasks, in order to make that goal happen, I'm going to review my monthly work schedule that I have for my freelance work and for my Etsy business and social media, remove excessive tasks, and pre-plan my time. So hopefully that will help me get an overarching view for the month. Then on a weekly basis, I need to time block my work week and set focus days for my social and business tasks so that I can remain focused and get things done in a more efficient manner. And on the daily, I want to limit work time to 8 hours max per day. I definitely let that get away from me more than once this last month. And then no more than 5 days a week, which is another thing. I've been working more like 6 days a week lately. So hoping that that can all get done and I can get a fluid work schedule by the end of the quarter. So the final goal I want to tackle is a self-care goal, pulling from that category, and it will be to elevate my style and appearance. So these goals are kind of general. They're definitely not what I would call SMART goals as is, but I can break them down and do things to help me achieve those goals through that time-based method. So I have March 31st as a due date, but that's basically an ongoing goal. First, my monthly task will be to attend a beauty appointment and learn a new hair and makeup technique every month. That will be a challenge for me. I need to schedule this stuff in, so by seeing that time broken down, I can know, okay, every month I need to do this and hopefully get those items done to take me closer to the goal. Weekly, I want to research current fashion and beauty trends and time block in some time for that. So I'm thinking maybe 1 to 2 hours weekly for, watching videos or surfing Pinterest or whatever, social media, trying to find more information about staying current with both of those items. And finally, on the daily, I need to add in those new techniques and trends each week to my daily get ready routine. I've been doing much better with getting ready daily, but I could use a little help with improving what I'm getting done daily. So that's it, friends. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also, too, go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch, and think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we will see you next time. Bye.